And so no matter how bad life was going to get, He already made you strong enough in advance to make it through it.
Amen.
Sometimes life can get so dark to where you tell yourself, you're like, God, how can you be real if something so dark is happening in my life? How can you be real when, I messed up again, I failed again, I keep falling and nothing is changing and I'm just not being successful? How, you just try to figure out how can you do that?
Right.
But God has given you faith, and that faith allows you to find Him. Because there's no way that we can be our best self without God. There's no way to do what you're really needing to do. Those good intentions that you have, there's no way to activate those without Jesus. You need Him inside to give you strength and to give you a mindset to think clearly so you can make the right decisions. I reject Him and push Him away. His love keeps on seeking you. You're like, I failed, I did this, I did weed, I did drugs, I had a divorce, I messed up, I did this, or something happened to me. And then God's love pursues you even more.
Right.
That's true love. Not when I'm doing my best, not when everything is going perfect, when I have all this money, when everything is going the way I planned it. No, He loves you when you're in the hole.
That's right.
When you're in the darkness, when you're in the pit, and you can't see your way out. The place is so dark you don't even want to live anymore, but yet His love reaches you right there.
Yes.
It reaches you in the darkness. It reaches you in the pit. It reaches you there. I'm so thankful. So He's going to allow everything and all that darkness and all that stuff and all that old stuff to pass away, to fall apart. You'll look at the falling apart and you'll see it and you'll think that it's the end of my life, but it's actually the beginning of your life.
That's right.
Everything falling apart is actually the beginning. Rock bottom is a new start.
Yes.
You see, it's all about perspective. How you look at it matters. You could look at this and go, I'm rock bottom, I'm never going to get up. Or you could say, wow, I can only go up from here. I heard someone say that your attitude determines your altitude. You can only go as far as how you think. You can only go as far as how you perceive. What's your perspective? Sometimes you have to force yourself to think positively. You have to force yourself to think about it from another perspective because you're consumed by the darkness happening. You're consumed by all these transitions and all these changes. You can't get your footing. It's like the whole world is just going through a tornado. But you've got to be firm. You've got to be solid. Know that God is with you. You fall into a mud puddle, it'll be a mess for the parent to go, you now are rejected because you fell in that mud. You are now the mud because you fell in it. But you're not what you fell in.
That's
you are not what you did. You are God's child. You are made in His image. You are made in His likeness. You are His son. You are His daughter. It doesn't matter what you got caught up in. You are still His child.
That's right.
Nothing changes. The mud does not make you change into the mud.
Right.
Isn't that interesting? Just think about that. Listen, you fall into something and then you start calling yourself the thing you fell into. That's not your identity.
Right.
It's not that. You may be a child of God who fell, but you are not fallen. You are not that darkness. You are not what you did. You are not that.
All right.
You are more than that. The Bible says you're a royal priesthood, a holy nation. You are so special to God, so special. I mean, man, if you knew how much He loves you, you can't contain how much He loves you. That's why you're here.